She said, Mommy, I looked up and I saw a planet, a big red planet. And she said, Mommy, it hadn't even fully covered the sun yet. She said, Mommy, I saw them eating people. I saw them eating people in the streets. She said, Mommy, I looked up and I saw a planet, a big red planet. And she said, Mommy, it hadn't even fully covered the sun yet. She said they had already ascended. She said, Mommy, the Lord showed me something in particular. She said, it does not matter how high you climb up a building, what tall of a building you get up to try to escape from these things. She said, if you are caught outside when this planet eclipses the sun, begins to eclipse the sun. She said, if you're caught outside in this, you are eclipses the sun, begins to eclipse the sun. She said, if you're caught outside in this, you are dead. Begins to eclipse the sun. She said, if you're caught outside in this, you are dead. She said there was no coming back from this. She said she saw it.
Measures in all of North America. And the difficult truth is, every public health measure we have left comes with a massive cost to people and their lives. But we have never shied away from doing what's necessary.
The deliberate decision to temporarily enhance police officers' authority for the duration of the stay at home order.
Massive cost to people and their lives. But we have never shied away from doing what's necessary.
Police will have the authority to require any individual who is not a police resident to, first, provide their purpose for not being at home, and provide their home address. Police will also have the authority to stop a vehicle to inquire about an individual's reason for leaving their residence.
God keep our land glorious and free.
Our inspectors will also be ensuring that those who absolutely must come to work are strictly following the public health measures. For our employers and employees, take note. This is your last warning.
If you are not willing to comply, then you are breaking the law.
Firearms? What? Yeah. You guys walking around on public property with firearms? You guys walking around on public property with firearms? What? Yeah. How come? Sir, hey, don't talk. Don't talk. Is it don't talk? No. Don't talk. This is a public road. Public access road. I'll be having a talk with your garrison.
Did that sound wake you up last night? Many people called and emailed CBS 17 about what was happening on Capitol Boulevard. Turns out it was an Army training exercise. Raleigh police tell us officers and the Army went door to door, leaving flyers like this one, or speaking to neighbors, warning that they'd be using helicopters and simulating gunfire for about 4 hours overnight. Police were out in the area to keep everyone safe and answer questions.
This just happened, huh? No idea why they do us advertise? That's interesting. So now, you look at it, your shoulders lined up. There you go, Captain. Hey guys. So they moved these guys outside the National Senate building. Non-temperature office here. Take a police officers outside now, and you got the soldiers outside, prepping for something, not really sure. There is a bit of a protest down there, but they're just praying, but mostly a pro-rape protest, and yeah, how you doing, sir? Excuse me? Okay, sure. It's like a scene out of an overseas military mission, but this is Coconut Grove. We saw like flashes and shooting and unknowing witnesses blew up social media, like Carlos, who tweeted, "What's up with all the planes and the big black helicopter flying over Miami? Feels like a bonfire." He's referring to the site of the deadly raid on Osama bin Laden in Pakistan last year. Some people even called 911. A lot of people have called them.
Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! Turn them off!
The sun's getting real low.
Well, a new executive order signed by President Trump aims to protect America's electrical grid against electromagnetic pulses.
The White House says the
Protect America's electrical grid against electromagnetic pulses.
The White House says
Protect America's electrical grid against electromagnetic pulses.
The White House says the order is the first ever to, quote, establish a comprehensive policy to improve resilience to EMPs.
Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! What's going on? Get to the cabin!
A burst of radiation that knocks out every electrical system in the country.
The incident.
Wait, that was you guys.
I don't know, was it?
Customers
We
broke the news on KOAD Action 7 News More in the Morning. Of course, many of you may have not been able to see it, but after asking you if your power went out on my Facebook page, we began to understand just how
specific sectors are being targeted. And as you say, it's a very long. Here's what we know about which specific sectors are being targeted. And as you say, hey, here's what we know about which specific sectors are being targeted. And as you say, it's a very long list here, starting with nuclear, energy, aviation, water, and critical manufacturing, all being targeted by this mysterious hacking group that the government says has been active for several months and has penetrated some of those networks.
They will partner with the private sector and all levels of government to defend America's power grids, banks, telecom sector, and all levels of government to defend America's power grids, banks, telecommunications, and other critical parts of our economy. The cyber battle space evolves, and it is evolving, and the cyber battle space evolves, and it is evolving, and unfortunately faster than a lot of people want to talk about, but battle space it is.
In which the hackers are determined to figure out how those industries' networks work, maintain a maybe permanent presence in them. To what end, though, is unclear. Is this sort of a just-in-case kind of preparation for total war that intelligence agencies go through all the time? Or is this the precursor to some more subtle, more narrow attack that could happen in the near future? Not clear at all necessarily where this is going, but the U.S. government wants people in those industries to know that this is happening and to take steps to stop it.
So as the cyber battle space evolves, this new agency will ensure that we confront the full range of threats from nation states, cyber criminals, and other malicious actors, of which there are many.
See, they want to see things happening really fast. This is more like that scene out of Austin Powers where it takes 5 minutes for the steamroller to approach and everybody's screaming. You know, people lose the sense of urgency because it doesn't happen right away. Look, we are probably
won. And why will any ceasefire with this terror organization, because Hamas really won? And why will any ceasefire with this terror organization not last? Really won. And why will any ceasefire with this terror organization not last?
Afternoon. The destroyer is right there, flashing in the night sky, causing the eclipse right in front of your eyes. You see the eclipse happening right there to the moon, but behind that eclipse, you can see what they call the moon halo, aka the destroyer, aka we know it's planet Hell. Again, right here, you're seeing a moon halo during the eclipse. The same thing that they say is a sun halo. Same thing they're saying ice crystals is causing that. You're seeing the explosions happening in the sky from the planet, you know, the electrical charges, and you see that planet behind the moon during the eclipse as clear as day. Let's get into it.
Tonight's the lunar eclipse, but I'm too far east to get to see it. But instead we get this cool halo effect. Check it out.
What I want you to notice here is this is 1/30/2018, a little over 3 years. Here is this is 1/30/2018, a little over 3 years. And you see the Jupiter-like planet behind the moon, the super blood moon. Behind the moon, the super blood moon.
Everywhere. Bodies everywhere, mommy. She said I saw people perishing everywhere. And sister said she was crying, brothers and sisters, because this was her first time seeing something this vivid. So then she said the Lord permitted her to walk down the streets while this was happening, and she said there were bodies everywhere, laying everywhere. These wicked fallen angels, these demonic beings were possessing and killing and slaughtering everything. These wicked fallen angels, these demonic beings were possessing and killing and slaughtering everything that was left outside. Beings were possessing and killing and slaughtering everything that was left outside. Everywhere, laying everywhere. These wicked fallen angels, these demonic beings were possessing and killing and slaughtering everything that was left outside.
Nightmare. I just met two groups of New York college students, different groups. The first one told me that colleges in the greater New York area are mandating vaccines, requiring it to for people to come to class and get a diploma. Both of them told me this, and so this goes back to Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo is, this is such a nightmare to me. I believe that people should have a choice about something so personal in their bodies. Choice about something so a nightmare to me. I believe that people should have a choice. This is such a nightmare to me. I believe
morning. Some of you let us know about it. Something shook parts of the area at around 11 o'clock. What was it? Something shook parts of the area at around 11 o'clock. What was it? Good question. The experts at the U.S. Geological Survey say it likely was not an earthquake, but they guessed it may have been connected to the military. But the Navy says the mystery remains. The mystery remains. Surveys say it likely was not an earthquake, but they guessed it may have been connected to the military. But the Navy says it wasn't them. The mystery remains.
Africa, where a devastating volcanic eruption has killed at least 15.
There was no warning given of this eruption. The night sky pulsing red as molten rock swept down the slopes of Mount Nyiragongo. When a sea of lava built down below, the local government gave the order to evacuate.
There were widespread power outages in the nearby city of Goma. Residents were unsure of where to find a safe haven. The flowing lava made this road impassable. When Mount Nyiragongo
Goma.